Hello everybody, to all my subscribers, welcome back. And if you're watching these videos for the first time, hit that subscribe button so that you stay in tune with more coding tricks using Gemini Pro and Termux terminal to run the code and create a website. Now in this video I am going to show you how to use MongoDB. So if you haven't watched the first video or the second video, I suggest you go back and watch those videos before you watch this video, because if you just watch this video it will probably complicate things while you're trying to create your new web page. So first of all, I'm going to show you what we've completed so far. So as you can see in my channel, we have created, well, I'll show you the playlist. So here's the playlist, the code developers playlist, mobile web dev mastery coding on Android with Termux and Gemini Pro. And here's the first video, running a local HTML server on your Android phone, and the second video is my phone coded. So I'm going to go back now, and this video is going to show you exactly how we connect databases and media to the website. So I'm going to go back to AI. Inside the details page, can you have a section where you can upload an MP3 or an MP4 file, so that when we upload the MP3 or MP4 files, I wanted to run through AWS S3 and capture all the data in MongoDB, so that MongoDB handles all the data, and AWS stores the files inside the buckets to save my phone storage from overloading. So sign up for MongoDB data storage for free as well. Just don't lose your username or password, because if you do lose that and you can't get into your accounts and you've created a web page with those precise accounts, then you won't be able to handle it properly. See? So this is a brilliant idea for saving phone storage, and it is a massive level up for your coding project. Offloading large media files to AWS S3 and keeping the data structured in MongoDB is exactly how professional applications handle this. To be completely transparent with you, we are now crossing the bridge from a static website, just HTML CSS, to a full stack web application. Your current setup, Python -m http.server, only serves files to the browser. It doesn't know how to securely talk to AWS or MongoDB to make this actually work. You will need a back-end server like node.js or a Python Flask app running in Termux to handle the file, send it to S3 securely, and save the link to MongoDB. If you put AWS credentials directly into your HTML file, anyone on the internet could steal them. So you got to do it properly so that you're not vulnerable for attack for people stealing your files. However, we can absolutely build the front end UI for this right now, so you have the upload section ready on your page. Add the upload UI to the details page. Okay, so it's gone and added a UI code inside of the details.html page, which I'll show you down here. Divide button, hover, upload. There we have it. There's the upload button, and then it's gone and stuck keyframes. It's gone and stuck some divs in there. Upload form, so it's gone and given a form there, accept audio MP3s or video MP4s. It's going to give it a classed file import button type, and there we go. To make the button actually push files to AWS S3 and log data to MongoDB, we need to build the engine behind your web page. Here is how it would look. So we need Node.js. I've already installed Node.js into my Termux terminal. No thank you, Gemini. I have already installed these modules and JSON packages and JS packages into my terminal in the past. They are already set and ready to go, and then we'll see what it says. If you haven't installed them, all you have to do is follow those first instructions back up here and install these one by one, or you can ask it to give you a CMD bash code for the terminal to install them all at once. You'll see it start loading on the terminal, and then it'll successfully say that you've been successful in installing them. This is loading. Do not copy code while it's still loading, because you'll probably only copy half code. Go paste it into the terminal and try and bash the code, push enter, and it won't work because you haven't copied the whole code. It wasn't finished loading. So it's going to give me port 4000 for my local server, which will run straight from my IP to port 4000. So that's okay, and we're going to copy that and go straight back to our local. So we go to Termux. It's already still running on 8080, our old one. So we're going to push Control C, and then we're going to paste this server.js into our root folder, and then push enter. Server.js updated to port 4000. It's complete. Okay, now the next step is go back to Gemini, update the front end. Now we just need to tell your details.html file to look for the server on port 4000 instead of 3000. Run this quick command. This command is going to slip this into the details.html code directly where it needs to be, so that it can run successfully on the local port 4000. Paste Z-I. Oh, excuse the traffic out there. I'm on the main highway and it is noisy in my house, so I'm dealing with a lot of noise while I'm trying to concentrate and focus on making pages. Okay, now you can safely run Node server.js without it crashing onto your other apps. Okay, now all you gotta do is, this is what I do to make it faster. I can run another, you can open up another terminal, new session. So I'll be on session 5, and then I'm on here, and then I'll just push node server.js, enter. Oh, it's not set up properly. So when it does this, when it says sorry, we cannot find module, so it hasn't found the module, you just copy all of this, and then you go back to Gemini. I'm showing you all these steps because these are normally the failures that you go through when you're dealing with making a website on the Android phone with Termux and Gemini AI Pro. So I'll send it this, and it'll tell me exactly the issue and give me the code to fix it. The classic module not found error. I know you mentioned installing packages in the past, but here is what is happening. Node.js looks for a folder called node modules, specifically inside the folder you are currently working. So I've installed it, but I haven't installed it into this root file. Enter installing.env. Now you're going to have to wait for it to run. It's going to install. So it's actually installing multiple things at the same time, which is probably why it is taking its time to install. There we go. There we go, success. Added 206 packages in 2 minutes. 31 packages are looking for funding. Run fund for. So that's complete. That's complete. So if we run node server.js again, it should go server.j. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Server.js. Enter. I should successfully do it. See, injecting env from .env. Mongoose is not connected, but it is still running. It's saying Mongoose is not connected because we haven't connected anything, but server is still running on localhost 4000 over here. MongoDB connection error, it hasn't been set up, so we got to set all those things up next. So this is what we're going to do next. So I just copied all the errors and I'm going to paste them into Gemini AI Pro, and then we'll see what he says. Boom, the server is officially running port 4000. But exactly as we suspected, MongoDB is throwing a fit right after booting up. That got undefined error is happening because it is looking for process.env.mongo.uri. So we got to create an env file. Cat env port. Okay, and this is all the keys that I need from MongoDB and AWS for all of the data transfers and media files to be successfully arrangeable on the website. So we're going to go and see, I got my server running on that session number 5, so we'll name this server running. We're going to give it a name, running server, run server, set, and then we're going to name this coding, adding code. Oh, my mistake. Adding code, set. So we're going to go add some more code into this thing while the server is running. So the server's live, you can just keep going backwards and forwards from the Chrome to check what your page is doing from now on, and you can just edit everything straight from here. Unless you're changing something in server.js, you have to rerun the code again, clear the cache in the browser and rerun it. So we're going to create an env file. So now in subscribe we should have modules, node modules. We should have 2 index pages, or HTML pages, sorry, and a .env. So we'll go ls -a, enter. So here we have it. We got package lock.json, package.json, server.js, index.html, details.html, node modules, which is holding all the nodes for the server to run properly, and we got a .env, and .env is going to be exactly where all the keys are for your site to grab the keys out and connect with MongoDB. So this is going to be a long video, guys. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Nano. So I got nano, and then I push .env. Nano is to open the terminal of your script, exact script, so you can edit it. So in here we have, excuse me, okay, in here we have port 4000, Mongo URI, or Mongo and then I stick my string there, and I'm going to show you how to create a string right now. MongoDB blocks camera access for security purposes. Steps to take: create an account, create a cluster, create a user. When you create an account, make sure you grab the string that shows up when you create your cluster. That will go in your mongo URI.env key. Inside the string, you will have to add the user credentials to make the string valid for your server to make a successful handshake with MongoDB. All you have to do is make a MongoDB account for free. Make sure that you collect the free tire, making the free tire when you begin your cluster, because you create a cluster. You go to create cluster, and then you make sure that you create a free tire cluster. So there is the cluster that I just created for our example web page. Subscribe. Okay, now all I have to do now, there's clusters right there. Click clusters. That's how you create a cluster. Seen I've already created a cluster on Sydney over here, app southeast 2. The cluster name is cluster 1, and if you do not have a cluster, you have to create a cluster. Make sure that you choose the free tire if you want to just example it or test it. You can use it for other things. I've gone back to Gemini AI Pro, and I've gone and updated the server.js, as it wasn't looking into my .m file to get the information from MongoDB. So I'm going to copy this server.js. This is going to be a new file to replace the whole server.js file. Okay, I'm going to open up the screen again because it's going a bit too. Okay, open up the screen so you can see properly. I'm going to paste this new server in there. It's going to run it straight off the top reading. Nano.env, and then we're going to go delete all of this. Then we're going to paste it straight in there, push backspace, so it's all connected together. We're going to save that, Control X, Y, enter. Then we're going to run our server again. Node server.js, enter. There we go, connected to MongoDB. So the site that we've just created is now able to handle data transfers to take IDs of tracks uploaded, and if I put in a login page, it'll take secret credentials for users to log in, log out. So we'll go and give the heads up to AI, and then he will direct the next steps. Paste. There we go. I just gotta wait for it to load. Awesome. Seeing that tick connected to MongoDB message is the best feeling after troubleshooting connection issues. Your node.js server is now officially talking to your Atlas database. Since your backend foundation is solid, we can move on to the next major feature you built into your server.js file, the file upload system. Looking at your code, you have an AWS S3 route upload route set up and ready to go at post upload. And then it asks me if I'm ready to move on to the next step. So I'm going to finish this video here, and that's how you connect your database to your HTML page that we just created. For an example, subscribe, created the file, we created the index, we created the details, HTML, we've installed the modules, and we've created a .env for the server to look into to grab the keys out to make connections with MongoDB and AWS. We haven't set up AWS yet, but that will be next in my next video. So if you subscribe, you can stay in tune when I post up that next video to connect with AWS data systems, which will hold the media files, which I'm going to do next, that's what the next step was from Gemini as well. Would you like me to show you how to write a quick curl command so you can test uploading a file to S3 bucket directly from your Termux terminal? So that'll be on the next video. Stay in tune. Push like if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay in tune with more coding techniques and strategies, just using your normal Android or using your phone. Thank you guys. Peace out.